did the defense make this such a big deal? I think the average person at home says, who cares whether she shot him first or stabbed him first? She killed him.
Well, first of all, the defense, especially in a case like this where on balance, when you just look at this, you think, gosh, which side would I rather be arguing? Most folks would rather be arguing the side of the prosecution. It seems to be the better reasoned case. When you're in that position, the defense is in the business of making mountains out of molehills. So they've got to get whatever leverage they can. But as you've pointed out with Beth, this is a death penalty case. Very unusual, by the way, that you see women as defendants in death penalty cases, but here it is, and the state is trying to execute her. So in that particular case, the theory upon which to support that death penalty is that the crime was carried out with a particular callous, cruel manner. And if he was indeed shot first and then the stabbing happened later, then, as you've articulated, he would not be conscious. He wouldn't have that conscious awareness of his imminent demise. And therefore, this should be a do-over. If you buy the defense position, this should be a do-over.
All right, Jordan Rose, do you think it should be a do-over? That's a pretty big mistake by a detective.
Look, this was not as much about if she shot him or she stabbed him 27 times first. It was much more about discrediting this particular detective's testimony. Because think about this: they just need one juror in that jury room to say, "Wow, I really don't trust that guy." It doesn't matter if it was a shooting or a stabbing. It's all bad. Certainly, you can make a case either way that if she shot him first, if she stabbed him first, it's better for her self-defense. But this was all about discrediting the witness and causing some sort of reasonable doubt in the mind of just at least one juror.
Eric Schwartzreich, criminal defense attorney. Does the defense have a point here? This is a pretty big mistake. I mean, it's a high-profile trial. Figure it out, people. Figure it out. Prosecution witnesses. It's shooting, stabbing, throat slitting. It's not that complicated. Figure out the order.
Jane, death penalty cases are reserved for the most egregious cases there are. We have a female here, this alleged femme fatale. But you always want issues in a criminal case. A mistrial, sometimes be careful what you ask for. If the case was going really well, I'd tell you that they probably wouldn't want this mistrial. But this girl has told more tales than Pinocchio. This case is spinning out of control for them. They want to ask for the mistrial. They want the issue. Doesn't matter. Stabbed, shot, what happened first? Cruel, heinous, atrocious. Those are the issues for the death penalty, and it matters. But I think this is an issue of credibility, not an issue where the judge should grant a mistrial. That goes to the detective's credibility, and that's an issue, and it's a point for the defense with the jury, but not a point to get a brand new trial, and not a point